Hello travellers, today we're taking a look at this here, which is the Blink 900 by Saramonic. Now this is a wireless microphone kit, much like the Rode Wireless Go, which I'm wearing right now. And the reason I'm using the Rode at the moment is just so that you'll be able to have something to compare this one to. So in a minute I'll switch over to this one, but I just wanted to show you everything that you get in the box with this one, which is a lot of added value compared with the Rode kit. So just for a quick comparison, with Rode you get a small little Velcro bag like this, and then you get the 2 transceivers, a receiving unit as well. Now with the Saramonic kit, you actually get this really nice faux leather case, and it actually has a USB-C charging port here and a button that you press to see how many lights and how much battery is left. So this case itself has a built-in battery, and that charges the devices. And you can see here you have a little bit of storage at the top as well. So you also get the 2 transceivers and the 1 receiving unit. And if I do a quick comparison of the size of them, they are really roughly the same size. You get the same clip on the back and the same ports, but with Saramonic you actually get a few more buttons. You get some physical buttons for the volume and a power button, and you also have the option to add a microphone, which they include as well. They include 2 lapel microphones. So in addition to the USB-C port, which this one has here, it also has these wireless contact points, so that when you put it into this case, it will immediately start charging. So very nice, handy to have case, and it's very nicely presented. So that alone is probably a lot of added value, but I'll show you some of the other things you get in the box here. So in addition to the receivers and this nice recharging case here, inside the box you get a nice printed instructions here that show you how to use it. So I'm sticking into the Saramonic now, and I'm just going to explain everything in this picture that shows you more clearly what you get in the box. So you get the 2 transmitters and the receiver. You get 2 fluffy little wind muffs for each of the transmitters. You get 2 lapel microphones, both with their own clip and foam cover. You get a USB-C to USB-A charging cable. You get a USB-C to TRS cable for plugging the receiver into Android phones or into a computer. You also get a Lightning to TRS cable for plugging it into an Apple phone. And then you get a TRRS to TRS cable, and that is for plugging it into phones or other TRRS devices. And then you get a TRS to TRS for plugging it into cameras like I am here. Okay, so I am now using the receiver here from Saramonic, and I don't know if you can see, but when you speak into it, the signal, that the little line that shows you how loud it is there's a slight delay in how immediate that shows how loud it is. And when it displays it on the actual receiver, it is also a bit delayed as well. I think the Rode one has a little slight bit less delay, so that is something to think about if you are reading those screen readings and that it's important to you. So I now have the receiver placed in the same location that the Rode one was, and I can see that even though the volume on this is at the maximum level, it's quite low on the reading of the camera, so that will be something that I will have to look at in post when I edit this video. I will adjust the levels so that the Rode and this one are the same, but I won't add any other effects to improve the audio, so you're able to hear which one you think sounds better. So this is now what it sounds like with the lapel microphone. I have that just here, and I have it in the place that I would probably usually put a lapel microphone. I can see again that the levels are roughly the same, perhaps a little bit louder. I did put the little foam muff on it, so I'll go outside and test how this sounds outside, and then I'll test how this one sounds, and then I guess we'll come back and listen to it and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm now talking with this plugged in. I'm just going to walk probably about less than 10 meters and see if you can hear me. This is obviously has a much longer distance of reach that you can use with this, but this is just a test with the lapel microphone just to see how it performs while you are not facing it. And now I'm going to unplug the lapel. Alright, so now I have just the transmitter. See how it sounds better or worse. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to do the same walk while talking just to see how it performs. And then we'll come back and go back inside have a listen. I'll have a listen while I'm editing, and then I'll give some final thoughts and see how it's performed. Okay, so I've had a chance to listen to the audio, and from what I can tell, it does sound better when you speak with it closer to your mouth, even with the volume at the maximum level. I have continued to have problems with the receiver here. You can see the screen on the receiver is completely jumbled. Although it still works and it's still sending the audio, it's hard to really make sense of any of the information on the screen there. It is quite a mess of information, as you can see. But it is still working, so at least that's good. But it is not very good that it's jumbled like that, because it obviously shouldn't be. Now, in terms of the actual audio quality, I think it's reasonably good. I think the Rode straight out of the receiver sounds a little more clear. This one is a little bit darker, but of course, if you edit it and add different filters to it, you'll be able to get quite a nice clear sound out of it. So overall, do let me know in the comments which of these you thought was better, the Rode system or this one. I still do think this one is really good value. You get a lot of great cables and the lapel microphone and everything with this one. Whereas with the Rode, you just get the system and nothing else. So the Rode is a bit more expensive when you're buying all the Rode accessories, especially the Rode specific cables. Just this cable from Rode, which is the Lightning to USB-C, was like 20 bucks or something. So I think Rode is more expensive, but the quality of the final product is probably more quality or somehow more reliable. But again, I'll leave that to you in the comments to decide. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.